Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Battle Series, the School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spot ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2019 season. We are continuing on again with this Kyogre Yveltal team. We've got the tag team of Drifblim, Tapu Lele in there, rounding off with Incineroar and Amoonguss. So Amoonguss is going to be there for our Trick Room matchups. But we've got around a few of them so far without the Amoonguss, so hopefully we can continue on again today. We've had a pretty good run so far this week. We've had a bit of a slow start with the team, and it wasn't ideal, but we've kind of come back a lot stronger, so hopefully we can continue that today and find some more exciting opponents for you to view and enjoy. So without further ado, let's jump on to the Battle Spot ladder. And as always guys, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like on the video, and do make sure you subscribe to the channel so you stay up to date with all of our VGC 19 content and our guides and all sorts of other wonderful things we have coming out on the channel. So if you've missed any episodes this week so far, you will know that I have got my new PC. Let's kickstart with Elite 4, I think music will go with today. So if the camera's a little bit different from usual, if the layout's a little bit different, if the sound's a little bit different, it's because I've got a new setup. So I will be streaming very soon. Like I mentioned earlier in the week, if you want to catch some streams, go over to Twitch, follow me there, and make sure you follow me on Twitter as well, where I will be posting out when I'm doing some streams and things like that. So yeah, you can catch those, and we'll be doing a lot more streaming content as well. It's going to be a lot of fun actually. I'm really looking forward to getting started with that. So you never know. I pre-record these, so I've got a bit more time to actually practice and also set up streams and do the guides and stuff like that. So I might have already done a stream, but if I haven't, make sure to follow me on those social media outlets, and you will know about them as soon as I do them. But we have our first opponent of the day, playing a very cool team, including that very favourite legendary of mine, Ho-Oh, which is paired up with Incineroar, Kyogre, Tapu Lele, Amoonguss and Ludicolo. So there's really kind of like a hard rain mod in there with the Kyogre, the Ludicolo. You kind of got to expect that it's probably Scarfed Kyogre. I say that with every Kyogre, and some of them turn out not to be, but I would imagine it probably is with the Ludicolo. It makes a lot of sense. You've got the Ho-Oh. It's going to be a pain to deal with. We're going to really need to rely on our Kyogre to deal with that. We need to get it in a position in Tailwind where we can really start doing some damage to it. I do want to bring my Drifblim, my Lele here, because the Drifblim is going to be so good against the Ludicolo. Setting the Tailwind up. We've got to be careful about the Incineroar, but we've got Kyogre of our own. Like, if we get Kyogre in Tailwind and we can deal with the Ludicolo, we should be fine. I think I'm going to go with the standard for Lele, Drifblim, Kyogre, Yveltal. There is arguments obviously for Incineroar here for Intimidate support against the opposing Incineroar and Ho-Oh. And it hits the Amoonguss for pretty good damage. I don't really see that Amoonguss has a good matchup at all here, except for the Kyogre. Like, it's not going to really do too much against the Ludi. Doesn't like facing against the Lele. Definitely doesn't like the Ho-Oh, and really doesn't like the Incineroar. So, not its friends. We're going to leave it on the bench. We're going to let it just spectate today and enjoy from the sidelines as we get into this first one. And let's see what my opponent leaves. He can guarantee that it will be maybe the Incineroar. That's the one thing I hate seeing against Lele Blim, seeing Incineroar, but it's not going to be. Let me see the Ludicolo come out with the Ho-Oh. What's it going to do? Huh, okay. I'm just going to acrobatics straight into that Ludicolo, and I should probably SOHK into the Ho-Oh, but at the same time I kind of want to taunt it as well, because I feel like it probably goes for, like, does it go for setup move? Like, what's the team composition? There's no speed control anywhere on this team except for the auto rain mod with the Ludi Kyogre. So the Ho-Oh has to have Tailwind, and it's probably going to try and match it here. I'm going to acrobatics into the Ludi, and I'm going to just taunt the Ho-Oh 100%. I feel like that's it. It's got to do. So the Ludi switches out. We're going to see Incineroar. Yeah. Okay. If we can deny the Tailwind here, that's pretty nice for us. So acrobatics doing not bad damage. Taunt into the Ho-Oh. See what it goes for. It just attack. Yeah, it goes for substitute, so that's interesting as well. Do we go Tailwind here? I feel like we probably do, but we lose Incineroar if we do that. We lose. Do we lose Drifblim if we do that? I don't think we do. I think we Tailwind, and I think we go SOHK into the Ho-Oh. We'll probably see a knockoff into the Drifblim, and like Brave Bird or Sacred Fire, like either doubling the Drifblim to get rid of it. But if we got a Tailwind up here, it's kind of fine, because we can get Kyogre or Yveltal in, start doing some stuff. We've got Lele and Tailwind. She's always going to be good. And this SOHK should do a good chunk to Ho-Oh, especially with the terrain backing us up here. Yeah, 50%, so we'll probably get it on the next turn. It's probably Berry as well, so we've got to remember that. Hopefully this doesn't do enough to pop that Berry. Oh man, that does so much damage. Oh my god. That's gonna... Ooh, I don't think it's... Oh, it's proccing the Berry. It's proccing it. How dare you? Okay. Oh, U-turn. Okay. 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 That's way better. Like, I don't want to lose Drifblim. We need it for the Ludicolo. Like, 100%. We just get our Kyogre in now. We can Water Spout that thing. And we can Acrobatics whatever comes in next to it. I mean, we are like -1, but like... so tempting to bring in Kyogre right now, but we know what my opponent's going to bring anyway, so it's fine. We can play into this. We can decide. We get the best pick. So my opponent just thinking about what they want to bring in. Like if it's a Ludi, it kind of puts me off bringing in my Kyogre just yet until the Ludi's gone. Like if I'm totally honest, if it's not the Ludi, then I think we bring Kyogre. It's the Ludi. We probably want to bring in Yveltal. But we can be... If we do that, we can be faked out. I think we have to bring Kyogre. Yeah, I think we need to bring Kyogre. Because the problem with bringing Yveltal here is you get faked out and then Ho-Oh is free to attack something. And it just prolongs that period where it can potentially recover or set some sort of speed control up. I'm going to just Acrobatics into the Lily and Water Spout. The issue is the Ludi probably outspeeds our Kyogre still, because we're running quite a slow bulky Kyogre, so it is slower than modest max speed Ludi, which is a bit of an issue, granted, and it's something to think about if you're running slow Kyogre, especially in this format. Ludi actually withdrawing, Kyogre coming in. Okay. We should be able to get the oh no. Oh, we're going to get the Incineroar. Okay. Gets another Intimidate. Okay, we do get some damage onto this Kyogre. So I mean we'll get good damage onto the opposing Kyogre, get good damage onto the Incineroar. Which is fine. Like the Incineroar is going to be something that like Drifblim definitely doesn't want to have to deal with at all. Still got the Tailwind up. Does Ludi come back in now? You've got to imagine it does. Yeah. I think this is where we switch out Kyogre into... Or do we? Do we just Thunder the Ludi? Because we could double it. We could Acrobatics and Thunder it. Because I could imagine the Kyogre going for a Thunder into the Drifblim. I'm going to switch in Yveltal and Acrobatics to Ludicolo. Like -2, we should still be doing about 50%. Just I've got to keep the Kyogre around to deal with that Ho-Oh late game. If that opposing Kyogre Scarf, then... Okay, Kyogre going to switch out. That's fine. Like, we don't mind that. Auto coming in. We'll probably see a grass type attack into the Yveltal, I would say. We're going to get the acrobatics into the Ludi. Wow, is that a crit? Ugh. That's super unfortunate for my opponent. I feel like that is super unfortunate. Because I don't think we get it at all. Like -2. That is very unfortunate for my opponent. That is extremely unfortunate. At Tailwind, we've got 1 turn left, so we can just probably. I mean, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? I mean, we can acrobatics and just foul play the Kyogre. That should get it. But I think we've wrapped this one up. Like, getting rid of the Ludi is the big thing, especially when we've still got a full health Kyogre in the back. We've got 2 forms of speed control out in the field right now. There's the acrobatics into the hole, doing no damage. Foul play, this should get the Kyogre. Yeah, and then we've just got like 3 on 1. But we can set the Tailwind up now. It doesn't matter what the Ho-Oh does right now. Like I say, really unfortunate for my opponent. The Brave Bird doing like ridiculous damage. It's so strong. Ho-Oh is one of the strongest Pokemon. Like, it's such a good restricted Pokemon. I don't need to really do anything else other than just Tailwind. We want to stall. The rain is going to end soon, so we don't want to just bring Kyogre in just yet. I'll just foul play and set the Tailwind up. And my opponent just forfeits, so good game to my opponent. The crit with the Ludi on from Drifblim was a bit unfortunate for them, which just made it so much easier. I still feel confident that we would have been able to close the matchup from that point. It would have been a bit more drawn out and it would have taken a bit longer, but I still feel like we had the resources to like close out the game there. Like the Tailwind again is like was our way to kind of guarantee a win. And we've done so much damage on the Kyogre anyway to that point. If it was Scarfed, it kind of really locks its ability to do big damage, I guess. So what are we going to go for? Let's go for Legendary Pokemon. It's kind of fitting for this format, isn't it? So that's alright, and we're doing alright. Nearly in the 1700s. That was the goal by the end of this week, so if we can do that, that's perfect. Got our next opponent, Marchino. If that's how you pronounce it. Marchino? I think that's how it is. From Chile. Lovely. Lovely team as well. Drifblim Lele, straight there. So we've got the mirror on that combo. We've got Groudon, we've got Kartana, Reshiram, and Incineroar. So really interesting concept here. We've got the Reshiram and the Groudon is the restricted Pokemon here. You've got the support cast of the Lele Drifblim, which we have. You've got Kartana there as well, and Incineroar. So you've got 2 Pokemon that can Tailwind in the Drifblim and the Kartana. So we definitely want to bring a Tailwind options. I feel like Yveltal's like really good here, but we need to be careful for the opposing Tapu Lele. If we can get rid of the opposing Tapu Lele, things get super easy for us. I don't really want to deviate too much away from what we have been doing. The only thing I would say is maybe we want to lead. It's just the Lele is very awkward. The Lele is really awkward. But we could acrobatics, Moonblast it, and I suspect it will be faster than it as well. So I'm gonna go, yeah, I'll go. I'm not gonna deviate too much from what we have been doing and bring Kyogre Yveltal in the back with Lele Flame on front. I mean, if it's not broke, why fix it? It's kind of a cool matchup as well. So we've got the Groudon, which kind of like is the counter to Kyogre and vice versa. The Reshiram doesn't kind of fit in there anyway, but Reshiram's a cool Pokemon, and in the sun, damn, it's going to be like a blue flare from it. It's going to be hitting like a monster truck, and it's shiny as well, which is just super nice. So all the style points going to my opponent here. We're going to see the Reshiram and the Lele come out as leads for my opponent. We want to guarantee a Tailwind for sure. There's a Turbo Blaze kicking in. Do we protect Lele here though? That's the thing. Or do we just... Like, we could Moonblast the Reshiram or SOHK. We're probably better off just SOHKing it and Tailwinding. And I think I'm going to do that. Like with the Sash, we've got that like little bit of leeway where we don't need to worry too much. My opponent needs to double in on this slot if they want to get rid of it. And then it's more likely they double in on the Drifblim slot. We get the Tailwind up. There's the SOHK from the opposing Lele into Drifblim. We do take it though. Calc to perfection. We get the SOHK back on the Reshiram. We know that that Lele is either Scarfed or it is it is timid, max speed. We are going to see the Reshiram go for that blue fair is by fault. I think I have to bring in Kyogre now. Just I don't want to because the Groudon switch is so obvious. But we could bring Yveltal in, I guess. It's annoying though. It's annoying because unless the Lele is Scarfed, which makes it way less annoying for us because we just snarl and we just SOHK the Reshiram. That Lele is, yeah, it's Scarfed. It's definitely Scarfed, 100%. So there's the Groudon. We'll get the Reshiram. We'll get some decent damage onto the Groudon as well. There's no reason why you would switch the Lele out there. Okay, Reshiram protecting. Makes sense. You could have doubled the Lele, but I wasn't really 100% sure. So, special attack drop on the Groudon. Okay. So, do we foul play the Reshiram? Or do we foul play the Groudon? I feel like we foul play the Groudon and we go for... Is a Moonblast going to be enough to get the Reshiram from this range? I don't think it is, but we can go for it. Yeah, it's gonna be instant. No, it's Tapu Lele. Okay. Okay. Well, this would be decent-ish chip onto it at least. Yeah, so probably get it with a Moonblast the next turn. Groudon can't Chaos, and if that is Scarf Lele, we can take it down with a Moonblast. Precipice bleeds. Okay. Lele takes it, and we've got our opponent kind of locked in now. I'm going to power play, and I'm going to Moonblast. I've got to be confident the Moonblast takes the Lele down. I think it does from this range. I've got it, like, I'm pretty confident. And like, if it's Scarfed, it can't protect, so we get it. And like, if anything switches in on that, like Reshiram could go down to it. It's the Incineroar. It's not going to enjoy taking a Moonblast. It's all about this Moonblast taking this Lele down though. Whoosh, we get it, and then we'll get the foul play onto the Groudon. We've still got access to Tailwind as well, so we'll be able to get that up in front of the Reshiram, which is perfect. We know we outspeed the Reshiram actually with Lele, so Tailwind does pit her out, which is fine. So we can get the Reshiram before it can attack, get the Tailwind up, and then we got Kyogre in the back to come in and just close this game out. Queue's closed, or it should be that simple. It might not be. Kartana actually coming out, which makes things a little different. Yeah. We just need the Tailwind up. We need the Tailwind up. We can't allow this Reshiram to get a big fire type attack off. I'm going to actually switch. I'm going to go Tailwind, and I'm going to go switch into Kyogre, get rid of the Sun. I think I need to here. I don't think you go for a Leaf Blade into the Lele slot. I think you Smart Strike. But you might predict the Kyogre in the back, and it's a good time to come in. So I wouldn't be too far-fetched to think my opponent probably thinks that this is the play that I make. But it is a Smart Strike. It's into the Yveltal though. Okay. What are we going to see the Reshiram go for? We do get the Tailwind, which is fine. But if the double up's coming into that Yveltal, then we're fine. Fusion Flare. Right, it is fire. Not going to do that much. Now we're fine. We just foul play and Water Spout now. And we've got this game all day long. So Psychic Terrain disappears. We just foul play. We Kartana. And we Water Spout as well. And we say GG to our opponent and take another victory, which is very nice. And it's been very good this week after that little blip at the start, but we've got one more episode to go, so after that it should be quite nice. Hopefully we can end the week on a high. That would be really nice. But I don't think there's anything my opponent can really do here, like the water spout, and yeah, just the forfeit coming out from my opponent. The water spout would be enough probably to take the Reshiram and the Kartana down to its sash. If it is sash, then the foul player just clean up after that. So yes, very good game to my opponent, and the team coming through once again. We won the mirror, which is what it's all about. So excellent. We will wrap things up there, guys. We're on 20 minutes. I don't want to put another battle up in case we run way over the 30-minute mark, and we want to tend not to do that. But we will be back very shortly. We'll be back with another episode very soon, so do not fear. But I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in and watching. As always, though, do leave a like if you have enjoyed the content, guys, and do stay tuned for more VGC 19 content coming very soon. Also, make sure to check out the guides that we've got out at the minute with all the restricted Pokemon, and let me know your thoughts on those as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the games today. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you're enjoying the team as well, and we'll be back for another episode very soon. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves. Have a great day, afternoon, morning, whatever time of day it is, as always, and I will see you very soon. So until then, guys, take care and bye-bye.